This video was edited by AJ Analysis. Go over and check out his channel after this. It will be linked in the description below. So in this video I'm going to be suggesting clubs for all of these players who have contracts expiring at the end of the season. I have split this up into two parts, so some players will feature in that video, which will be linked in the description below. I'm going to play the role of the middleman, kind of an agent, so we'll take into account where the player would want to go, what the specific club needs, and how good a fit the player would be, both stylistically and financially. Midway through I'll also be discussing some of the best free transfers of all time, so keep watching for the whole video. Also, if you do like the look of these phone cases, I'll leave the link in the description below. Anything you buy will help support the channel. My personal favourite is the Ronaldo Sue Celebration one, even though I do also like the Fergie one as well. But be sure to go over to the site linked in the description. They've got a lot of other designs as well, and if you use code AF at checkout, you should get 25% off as well. So to avoid a long list for each player, I'll keep it at just 2 clubs per player to suggest. So let's start off with the big names and get them out of the way first. Mbappe, obviously Real Madrid, they need a right-sided forward to play alongside Benzema and Vinicius in that front three, and they have the money for his salary and the signing on fee. Mbappe wants to move as well, so it's a perfect fit. So I think that Pogba needs to move to an elite club, and so I've ruled out Juventus for this, as I don't think they're in the position that they once were, but I think both PSG and Real Madrid would be good fits for Pogba. Madrid need a long-term replacement for both Modric and Kroos, and Pogba is probably the best roaming playmaker in the world right now, and in terms of PSG they have Gay, they have Herrera, Paredes and Verratti, but they lack a dynamic playmaker who can be used as the most advanced central midfielder in a free and push further forward from the midfield to be a creative force in the final third, and I think a move to either club would suit the player and each club. Next up we've got Paulo Dybala, and I'm unsure if he's definitely not signing a contract with Juventus, but assuming he doesn't, I think either Real Madrid or Liverpool would be a good fit for him. Real Madrid do need a long-term Karim Benzema replacement, a player who can play between Vinicius and Mbappe, dropping off from the forward line to link the attack and allow those two players to play almost as wide forwards. Liverpool also need a Firmino replacement, and Dybala can play that false 9 role with either Mane or Diaz on the left side, with Salah playing to the right. Okay, so those are the big 3, but now let's look at some of the others. Juan Cuadrado's contract at Juventus is up, and despite being 33, his offensive output from fullback is still phenomenal, and so I think he would suit a right wing-back position. Atletico Madrid could definitely use a right wing-back after selling Trippier, and so a 1-year deal for Cuadrado could be a shrewd move, as it could for Conte's Tottenham, who would definitely benefit from this sort of top-level offensive output from their wing-backs, and with Tottenham being tight as a crab's arse when it comes to the transfer market, Daniel Levy will probably welcome not having to pay a transfer fee. Before I come on to the next player, let's go through some of the best free transfers in history. So Roberto Baggio seemed to be on the decline as he left AC Milan on a free in the summer of '97. However, after being picked up by Bologna, he helped the relegation candidates to an 8th place finish, scoring 22 goals and picking up 6 assists, reinventing his career as he then went on to be picked for Italy's '98 World Cup side and then got a transfer to boyhood club Inter Milan. Andrea Pirlo is definitely one of the most well-known free transfers in history. Milan deemed him surplus requirements in the summer of 2011, and so he joined Juventus on a free at the age of 32, and arguably got even better, starring at Euro 2012 and leading Juventus to 4 successive Serie A titles. In 2013, Borussia Dortmund rejected Bayern Munich's advances to sign their star striker Robert Lewandowski. However, a year later in 2014, Lewandowski would run down his Dortmund contract and join Bayern Munich on a free, arguably the best free transfer of all time in my opinion, as Lewandowski under Guardiola continued to be an elite level forward, but since around 2018 maybe, he's gone even further, moving into that legendary bracket, going on to break Gerd Muller's goal scoring record for a calendar year in the Bundesliga with an insane 43 goals. In the second part to this video, I will go through some more of the best historical free transfers, so check that out and subscribe to the channel. It should be left in the description below. So back to our list, and the next player is Lazio's 24-year-old Brazilian centre-back Luiz Felipe. Now Felipe is a centre-back who I think is majorly underrated and could be a good option for a few top clubs, but specifically I think Juventus would be a very good match, as both Chiellini and Bonucci are aging, and De Ligt looks like he could leave in the next couple of seasons, and Luiz Felipe is still young enough where he could significantly improve over the next few seasons, and his combative front foot style would definitely suit Allegri's style of play, and so I think he'd be an excellent signing for the old lady, but also Tottenham should be pursuing him as well. Having Davison Sanchez, Eric Dyer and Ben Davies as a back three is about as secure as having a Velcro lock. So Tottenham do need to be bringing in at least one centre-back in the summer, and Luiz Felipe would be the perfect player, and he's on a free as well, so that would definitely please Daniel Levy. Andreas Christensen's contract is up at the end of the season, and I think he'd suit any side that uses a back three system, as he's capable of playing either as a central centre-back or on the right side. He can look shaky defensively when in a centre-back pairing, but in the three he has the adequate protection to look like a top-level centre-back. I think either Atletico Madrid or Inter Milan would be good fits for Christensen, as both sides do need a right-sided centre-back and would benefit from Christensen's ball-playing abilities. He's only 25-26 in April, so he's going to get even better, and I could see him developing into a top-level centre-back within the next few seasons. And to finish, we've got Jesse Lingard. So the obvious option here is West Ham, and I do think he would be a good fit still for West Ham, playing as one of the two attackers in behind Antonio, alongside either Bowen, Benrahma or Fornals, and he has a ball carrying ability, work rate, movement into goal scoring positions and goal scoring ability when in these positions that Moyes would be looking for. However, if not West Ham, then I think either Rangers or Celtic would be a good move for Lingard. We've seen players like Scott Sinclair go to Scotland and be one of the best players in the league. He'd be playing for a big club at a fantastic stadium with the opportunity of playing in Europe and winning trophies, so I think either club would be an excellent move for Jesse Lingard. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, check out part 2, which will be linked in the description. Subscribe for more videos like this and click the bell so you do get notified when my videos come out.